Welcome to my video, friends. My name's Raven. I'll be guiding you through your practice today. Hopefully we're all surviving being stuck at home, being stuck inside for a while. That's kind of why I started making these videos, but enough about that. We'll go ahead and get ready with our practice. Make sure you have some water nearby, a block if you have one. If not, don't worry. All optional moves with that block. So with that being said, we're going to go ahead and start supine on our backs. So if we have that block and we want to take a chest opener, we're going to place that block long ways in between our shoulder blades. If not, we're just going to come down to the mat and come into that breath here. So we're going to release any of that tension we're holding in our bodies here. Release any tension we're holding in our minds. We'll just take a moment to relax and let go of any negative thoughts, anything holding us back. We can take a moment to let go of competition, even within ourselves, let go of expectations, just exist in our present moment. We're going to take a few of the deepest breaths we've taken today. So taking big, deep belly breaths here. We're going to inhale through that nose and exhale through that nose. Letting that belly fill with air. And releasing it all with each exhale. So with each inhale, we're breathing in positive energy. We're breathing in strength, breathing in focus. Inhaling that present moment. With each exhale, we're letting go each time. Letting go of thoughts. Letting go of worries. Letting go of our anxieties. Anything that upsets us. Anything we can't change. We're just going to let it go and leave it outside the four corners of our mat for the next 45 minutes. Just coming into that breath. This breath is going to guide us through the rest of our practice, so it's super important to establish it now. If we're a little cold, we can go ahead and take a few warming breaths here. So we're going to inhale through that nose for 3, 2, 1. Loud open mouth exhale like we're fogging up a window. So inhale for 3, 2, 1. Loud open mouth exhale. 3, 2, 1. Deep breath in. And deep breath out. We'll take one more breath like this. Deep breath in. And exhale, letting it all out. With our next inhale, we'll go ahead, bring in some movement. So we're going to inhale, those arms sweep overhead, stretch out nice and long behind us. Exhale, we're going to bring them back down by our sides, nice and long. Inhale, those arms sweep overhead. And exhale, they come back down beside us, nice and long. Nice, relaxed, controlled movement here. It's just using that breath to guide our movement here. We're really going to set the stage for the rest of our practice with this. So each of our movements is going to follow our breath throughout our class today. We have that opportunity to make our practice our own, so if you need any modifications, feel free to take them. If you'd like to add on, feel free to do so. I'm just here to guide you. We're also also going to listen to our body, listen to its limits. We're also going to get stronger here, so a little challenge, but not pushing ourselves too far. We need to listen to ourselves. We'll go ahead, take one more deep breath like this. Inhale, arms come overhead. This time, exhale, we're going to tuck that chin into the chest and slowly roll up one vertebrae at a time, reaching out towards those toes. And then exhale, we're going to come all the way back down, lowering all the way, stretching out those arms. Inhale, we sweep up, stretch towards those toes. And exhale, we're going to come down. Nice long spine here. So this is activating through our core. We're pulling one vertebrae off the mat at a time and coming down the same way, one vertebrae at a time. Nice and slow, relaxed, controlled movement here. We're warming up through that core, releasing out through that spine. Exhale, we're slowly coming back down, stretching out nice and long here. We'll take one more deep breath just like this. I'll exhale, come back down. On this next inhale, we're going to go ahead and stay sitting up nice and tall here. So stretch towards those toes. Then we're going to release. We can take a moment to adjust here. Find our way to our sits bones. And then we're going to inhale, nice tall spine here. Exhale, we're going to walk those hands along those feet, stretching out nice and long here. Once we're as extended as far as we can go, we're going to go ahead and curve that spine. So extending a little farther. It's okay if we don't reach all the way towards those toes. If we reach past it and we have that block, we can grab that, take it over our feet, and use it to stretch ourselves a little farther. So just wherever we're at today, listening to our body, listening to what we need. We can think of each pose as its own little journey. So with each inhale, we might try to flatten our back out a little more. With each exhale, we might try to draw our chest closer to our thighs. Relaxing that neck, relaxing our upper body here, coming into that breath. Take one more deep breath here, coming a little farther into our pose. And then on our inhale, we'll go ahead and walk those hands up, back towards the center. And we're gonna go ahead and take a different stretch here. So we're gonna cross our legs. We can take one leg over the other. If not, we can just come crisscross applesauce if that isn't in our range of motion today. So we're gonna inhale, sweep those arms overhead. Exhale, we're gonna stretch forward nice and long here. We can even walk those hands out, but where we're feeling this stretch is in that outer thigh of the top leg and a bit into that glute. So once again, relaxing that upper body. Release any tension in that face here. And just breathe openness into that top leg. Breathe into that stretch. those arms up. Exhale, stretch nice and long. Don't forget to breathe here. Relax into that pose. I know it might sound crazy. Just releasing the body, releasing that tension. Go ahead, take one more deep breath here. And inhale, we'll walk the hands back into center. Exhale, we're gonna unwind those legs. This time we're gonna leave them out in front of us. We're gonna come into our boat pose so we can leave our hands down by our sides to start. We're gonna inhale, bring up one leg. Get nice and settled, making sure to keep a nice flat back here. Inhale, bring that other leg up. So we should start to feel that activation in that core. We'd like to add on to this with a little balance challenge. We're going to inhale, bring those arms up. We can always lower down one foot if we need to. Keep those arms low for balance. If you'd like to, you can bring arms overhead. Wherever your expression is here for this. If we'd like to challenge ourselves even farther, we can go ahead and extend those legs here. So nice straight legs. Holding here for 3, 2, 1. Exhale, slowly lower down one vertebrae at a time. Relaxing into that mat. We're gonna go ahead, inhale, bend through the knees, step up here, and bring those feet up to a 90-degree angle. We're gonna exhale, go ahead and bring those legs to one side. Inhale, come back center, exhale, legs down to the other side. Inhale, we come back center. So what we're doing here, we're working through our transverse abdominals. We're also warming up through that spine. Getting a lot of good things here. If we have the space, we can spread our arms out nice and long to each side to help us keep some balance here. Just depending on where we're practicing today. So still matching that breath to each movement. We have that nice strong 90-degree angle in our legs. We'll go ahead, take one more on each side. Still using that breath here. Then we can slowly lower those feet down. We're gonna stack our ankles underneath of our knees here, so nice and strong. If we have that block, once again, we can grab it here. So you can place that block in between the knees if we'd like to. If we think we'll need some support, we can place it beneath the low back. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna inhale, weight is in our shoulders. We should be able to move our head side to side because our weight's not in our neck. And our weight is in our heels, so we're sending those hips up nice and high into the air and taking that glute bridge, that option to slide that block underneath the low back. Once again, we can also bring it in between the knees. So just wherever we're at today, whatever we're feeling, adjusting is needed. If we're really into those chest openers, we can go ahead and walk those shoulders underneath of us and interlace our fingers together, stretching out nice and long towards our heels. have those shoulders underneath of us or that block, we'll go ahead and walk them out or slide it out. And exhale, slowly lower back down, all the way, letting go, releasing that block. We'll go ahead and hug those knees in really quick. Take a little rock side to side, massaging out that spine, massaging out that low back. And we're gonna come into just a little more strength while we're here. So grab one knee, use it to pull yourself up. We're gonna extend those feet out nice and long here. So our hands are gonna come behind us and our fingertips are gonna point towards our glutes. So we're gonna strengthen our triceps, a couple different options. We can bend those knees. Or we're gonna inhale, send those hips up. If we'd like to challenge ourselves more, we're gonna extend those legs out nice and long. But we're gonna go ahead, exhale, dip down those elbows, inhale, come back up. Exhale, dip down, inhale, come up. Like I said, we can have our feet planted down to decrease that leverage, increase the leverage, decrease the weight a little bit on those arms. We're working those triceps, using that body weight. Nice and strong here. So we're not just dipping the hips down, we're really bending through those elbows, sending them straight back, and coming back up. Go ahead, take 2 more of these. Alright, go ahead, set those hips down. Release through those arms. We can stretch out those wrists really quick. So a couple different ways. The first time taking that palm away from me, fingers are pointing down. And we're gonna flip that palm so it's facing towards you. And stretch it down. We're gonna go ahead and come into our cat-cow here. So we'll be in our tabletop for a little bit here. So a couple options. We're gonna spread those fingertips nice and wide for starfish hands. If that's a little much, we can go ahead and curl that mat under. Give us a little extra cushion. Or we can take fist for wrist here. So this will help our wrist as well. Take whatever feels comfortable for you. Listen to that body. We'll go ahead. Spread those fingertips nice and wide. Feet are coming right back behind those knees. We're gonna go ahead, inhale, drop the belly to the earth, bend through the elbows, crown of the head reaches to the sky. And then exhale, we're gonna tuck that chin into the chest, arch the top of the spine towards the sky this time. Inhale, we drop that belly. Crown of the head reaches up. And exhale, we'll tuck that chin into the chest, arching that spine. Coming into our cat-cow here. We're warming up through that spine still. If we'd like, we can add some nice chest and back openers here. So we can pull those shoulder blades apart as we come up into our cat, and then we can bring them together as we come into the cow. So cat, we're gonna come into that back opener. Cow, we're going to open up that chest. So taking this as we need it here. Remember, this is our practice. If we feel called to hold one pose or the other, feel free to go ahead and do it. Listen to your body. about 6 inches in front of my fingertips here. So we're really activating through that core here. We might even be feeling a bit in our quads. This is a nice strengthening pose here. We're pressing the mat away with those shoulder blades. Take one more deep breath here. And then exhale, we can lower those feet back down. So if you want that side view of what we're doing, we're going to do it one more time. So we're in that tabletop position. We're curling those toes under. We're going to inhale, hover the knees. So that's all we're doing here. It's some great core activation, holding nice and strong. Still breathing. One more deep breath. And then exhale, we're releasing those knees. We can go ahead and stretch our feet out nice and long behind us, coming into that plank pose. And we're going to inhale, send those hips back. For our first downward facing dog of our practice, we can go ahead, pedal out through those feet here. Walking that dog, we can bend one knee, straightening through the other. Releasing through those hamstrings, releasing through those calves. Stretching those heels towards the earth. Whenever we're ready to move on, we'll find that strong downward facing dog. So really sending the hips back here. We're going to roll the tops of our hips forward towards our thighs. We're going to extend those heels down towards the mat, and we're going to press the mat away with the shoulders here. Releasing that neck, our gaze is towards our toes. Breathing. We're going to go ahead and inhale our right toes in the air here. Exhale, we're going to bend through the knee, drive that knee up to the same side elbow. Inhale, come back up, three-legged dog. Exhale, bring knee to nose this time. Inhale, come up, three-legged dog. And then exhale, knee to opposite elbow. Inhale, come back up, three-legged dog. Exhale, we're going to set that foot down, nice and slow. Feeling any differences in our sides. We're going to inhale those left toes in the air this time. Exhale, bend through the knee, left knee to left elbow. Inhale, up, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, three-legged dog. And exhale, left knee to right elbow. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, we flex that foot, set it down. And walk that dog out once again. From here, we're going to go ahead. Inhale those right toes in the air once again. Exhale, bend through the knee, pull that knee through, knee to nose, and then we're going to set that foot down in between the hands. Coming into a lunge here. Now this is our first lunge. If we want to set that back knee down, we can. And find a little movement side to side, front to back here. Releasing through those hip flexors. If we have that back knee lowered down, go ahead and release the top of the foot to the mat as well. Find that nice strong lunge. We're going to go ahead and take a hip opener here. So if we don't have that back leg down, go ahead and lower it down. Release the top of the foot. We're going to bring that right hand to the inside of the right foot, and we're going to heel toe that right foot to the outside edge of the mat. Bring the weight into the outside edge of our foot, and then let that knee hang over. We're going to inhale, nice flat back here, and then exhale, we're going to come down towards those elbows if that's in our range of motion. If we have that block, we can go ahead and come down to that block, bring the ground a little closer. Wherever we're at today, just take what you need and breathe into that hip. Take one more deep breath here. And then on that next inhale, we'll go ahead and press our hands back into the mat. We'll heel toe that foot back in between our hands. Curl our back toes under, lift the back knee, and step the front foot back to meet it. We're gonna go ahead and walk through our chaturanga flows. So we're gonna start on our knees for this. We're gonna inhale, send those shoulders forward. Exhale, those elbows stay nice and close into the rib cage here, lowering all the way down. We're gonna inhale, bring that chest off the mat, keep the toes down. Exhale, plant the hands back down, curl the toes under. We'll send the hips back, downward facing dog. Now that's option one. If we'd like it, we can take option two. So we'll inhale, stay on those toes. Shoulders come over, fingertips. Exhale, lower halfway down. Elbows stay nice and close into the rib cage. We'll go ahead and release the tops of the toes to the mat. Come up into our upward facing dog. Hover the thighs off the mat. Then we'll go ahead and send those hips back. Downward facing dog. So all of our chaturanga flows are optional. Feel free to take either one of those, or just meet in that downward facing dog, or take child's pose if we need it. We're going to go ahead and inhale. Those right toes in the air. Exhale. Oh, sorry. We need to do the left. We're going to inhale. Left toes in the air. Exhale. Bend through that knee. Plant the foot in between the hands. Find that low lunge. Once again, we can come forward, backward, side to side. Whatever we need for that lunge. We can lower that back leg down if we want to. Really important here, that knee stays behind our toes. So our toes are creating a plane that comes up here. Our knee doesn't break that plane. Really important. We're going to protect those joints so they last as long as they can. All right, we'll go ahead and stretch out that hip flexor more. We're going to bring that hand inside the foot. Walk the foot to the outside edge of that mat. Weight to the outside edge of our foot. We're going to go ahead and come up here. We can take it down to that block, or we can come all the way down to our mat. So each side of our body might feel different here, and that's okay. We may have a different range of motion on each side. We might also have a different range of motion each day that we practice. It's never going to be the same, and that's okay. We just have to accept that, accept our body for where it's at today. Optional chaturanga flow. So once again, we can just be in that downward facing dog if we need to. We're listening to the body here. We'll go ahead and inhale, come up with those right toes. Exhale, bend through the knee. Plant the foot between the hands. This time we're going to spin that back heel down to the long edge of the mat. Inhale, open up, warrior two. So, quick alignment check here. If we were to bring that front foot and that back foot together, the front heel would be in the back arch of the foot. We have a nice strong bend through that front knee. Our arms are stretched out nice and wide. We're rolling those shoulder blades down our spine, relaxing here. Gaze comes over the front fingers. This is a nice strong warrior two. Fingertips forward, exhale, flip the palm, reverse our warrior. Our hand can stretch down our back leg. can meet in that downward facing dog. We'll go ahead, inhale, left toes in the air this time. Exhale, bend through the knee, plant the foot in between the hands. We'll inhale, spin the back heels down, facing the long edge of the mat. Once again, check out that alignment. If we were to slide that front foot and that back foot together here, the front heel is in the back edge of the foot. So go ahead, check it out if we need it. Extend those arms nice and long. Roll those shoulders back. Gaze comes over those top fingers. Nice, strong warrior two. Take one more deep breath here. Inhale, fingertips forward. Exhale, flip that palm. Reverse our warrior. Feeling strengthening and stretching here. This front side body. Take one more deep breath here. And inhale, we'll come back, warrior two. Exhale, extend through that front leg. Come forward. Come down for a triangle. Opening up through that top shoulder. Opening up through that top hip here. Nice and strong. Once again, we can grab that block if we need it. Take one more deep breath here. Inhale, we'll bend through that front knee, come back center, and exhale, we'll go ahead and cartwheel those arms down, framing that front foot. We'll step it back and take it through our flow. We're going to continue adding on here. So inhale, right toes in the air. Exhale, bend through the knee. Plant the foot between the hands. Inhale, we come up, warrior two. Exhale, sink low. Inhale, fingertips forward, flip that palm. Reverse our warrior. Inhale, come back, warrior two. Exhale, straighten out through that front leg, fingertips come forward. Triangle. Inhale, bend through the front knee. Come back, warrior two. This time we're going to take it into a side lunge. So front toes face the long edge of the mat as well. Here we're going to go ahead and take a strong bend through that front knee. Coming into a side lunge, we can support ourselves up on our leg, avoiding that knee, or we can come down here, really deepening that stretch, feeling a nice stretch in the inner thigh of the back leg. Take one more deep breath here. Then inhale, we're going to extend that leg, come into center. Exhale, relax the body down. We can extend those fingertips behind us. Feeling a nice stretch in the hamstring. We can reach to opposite ankles here. opposite way this time. Fingertips in the air, gaze can come up to that top hand, wherever we like to be right now. Opening up that chest to the side of the room. And exhale, we'll go ahead and come down. Inhale, we'll send those arms out nice and wide, nice flat back, and slowly come up one vertebrae. Sorry, not even one vertebrae at a time. Our back's nice and flat using that core. From here, we go ahead, take that bend through the front knee. So bring those front toes to the short edge of the mat. Go ahead and exhale, cartwheel those arms down. Step that front foot back. Optional flow. Left toes in the air this time. Exhale, bend through the knee. Plant the foot between the hands. We're going to go ahead, inhale, spin the back heel down. Come up. Warrior two, nice and strong. Inhale, fingertips forward. Exhale, flip the palm, reverse that warrior. Breathe strength into that front side body. And go ahead, inhale, come back to center, exhale, extend that front knee, fingertips forward, come down into that side angle. Then we're going to go ahead, turn those toes to the long edge of the mat. Once again, we're going to come down into that front leg here, taking that nice stretch. We can be up and supported. We can come down towards the mat. We can sit that hip all the way down on the heel. If you'd like, if that's in our range of motion, just stretching through that back inner thigh. So a little different on this side. We're going to add a lot more motion. We're going to inhale, extend through that front leg. Find that little stretch here. Inhale, we're going to sweep those arms up. Coming to stand here. From here, we're going to go ahead and bring our heels in a half step. So our toes are facing out to the short edges of our mat, opposite ends of the room. Our hips are going to stay tucked under for this first move here, called a sunflower. So we're going to inhale, arms are going to come up overhead. Exhale, we're going to bend through those knees, sweep the arms down. Inhale, arms come back overhead. Exhale, sweep the arms down. My hips stay tucked under. I'm not sending those glutes back. Nice and strong here. We're strengthening through those inner thighs, and we're strengthening through those quads. Take a couple more here. One more inhale. And this time on our exhale, we're going to go ahead and face those palms to the ceiling. Sink nice and low into our sun pose. Relax those shoulders. So from here, we're going to come into some moonflowers. We'll go ahead, heel toe those feet in a little more. Toes are going to be facing towards the top of the mat this time, the long edge here. So inhale, arms overhead. They can cross overhead at the top. Exhale, they're going to come out to the sides, or we're going to send those hips back this time. Knees stay behind.
Battery is low.
We're going to go ahead, inhale, come back up. Exhale, send those hips back, knees behind those toes. So really focusing on that strength in those quads. Working through those hips, those glutes. Getting that nice range of motion here. Feeling that strength, breathing in that strength here. We can stay here or we can add on. So we're gonna exhale, come low. Inhale, we can come up, lifting that back foot to our 3-point star. Exhale, come back down to the bottom of our moonflower. Inhale, we'll switch sides for that 3-point star. So, nice little core challenge here with that balance. We're staying nice and strong. It's okay if we fall out a little. Just getting right back in. You're strong. We'll take one more on each side. Don't forget to breathe. Exhale, we'll sink it nice and low. From here, we're gonna go ahead and turn those front toes forward. Cartwheel those hands down. Frame that front foot. We'll step it back, take it through our flow. We'll go ahead, inhale those right toes in the air. Exhale, bend through the knee. Step that foot in between the hands. We'll go ahead, inhale, step that back foot in as well. You can take a little baby stretch here. Loosening out through those hamstrings. We'll go ahead, inhale, slowly come all the way up here. We're going to come into a couple standing balance poses. So, we're going to find our mountain pose nice and strong. Rooting down through our feet here. Planting all 5 toes down nice and strong. Rooting through the balls of the foot, rooting through the heels. We're going to start with our dancer. So if we'd like to, we can inhale, bring hands to heart center. We're going to slowly bring that weight into the right foot and out of the left. So bending that knee. We're going to take that left hand and grab the inside of the left foot. Stay here. This could totally be our great standing balance and quad stretch. If we'd like a little more, we're going to inhale that arm overhead. And then exhale, we're going to kick that foot into our hand. And once we can't kick any higher, we're going to go ahead and use our upper body as a counterbalance here. So, extending that upper body forward. We're trying to square those hips down towards the mat. See those toes over the top of the head here. Extending nice and long, kicking into that back hand, using that core for balance. We might even find a non-moving spot on the ground. Once again, it's okay if we fall out. Just get right back in. We'll hold here for one more deep breath. And then exhale, we're going to extend that leg back, but not lower it down. Coming into our warrior 3, so we're going to bring that chest even lower to the mat here. We can bring hands to heart. They can bring overhead, or we can come back airplane wings.
How you manage
whatever
to
we
grow
like here.
and shape this body of yours.
Keep breathing.
That doesn't mean to say that you're not doing it. Equally,
Keep focusing on that breath.
you don't know
Gaze can come down to that
how the
non-moving spot on the ground.
universe shines the stars.
And then exhale, we're going to flex that foot and step it halfway back, preparing for our pyramid pose. We'll inhale, nice tall spine, hands to hips. Exhale,
That you
keep that
aren't
tall
doing
spine
it in
coming
just the
forward.
same way as you're
Nice
breathing
flat
without
back.
knowing how you breathe.
So, we want to feel a nice stretch through the back of the front leg. That front hamstring. and slow. We'll go ahead and take that standing balance series on the opposite side. So once again, rooting down. We can slowly bring the weight out of that left foot this time. Onto the left foot this time. Out of the right. So, finding that balance. Once we're here, we can take that right hand, grab the inside of that right foot. Our hand can be at heart. We can stay here, or we can inhale, arm overhead, exhale, kick that foot into our hand, coming forward. Then once we can't kick any higher, we can come forward with that upper body. So we might have better balance on this side, we might have worse balance, we might have better form, that's okay. It's all part of our practice, all part of our class. Using that core, finding that non-moving spot on the ground, rooting down through the foot, bending through that base leg. One more deep breath here. Exhale, release gently. We're gonna square, chest down to the mat, square those hips. Extend that leg back, warrior three. Using that upper body as a counterbalance for the lower body. So the farther down the chest comes, the higher that foot comes. Nice and balanced here. Option to come to our heart center, or option to float those arms back, airplane wings. Take one more deep breath here, and then exhale. We're gonna extend that leg back. For our pyramid pose, inhale, nice tall spine. Exhale, we extend forward, feeling that nice stretch through the back of the front leg once again. Slight bend through that front knee. Nice flat back here. Feeling in that hamstring. Find that breath. We'll go ahead, exhale, bend through that front knee. Frame the front foot, step those feet back. Final flow of our practice today. Go ahead, inhale, shift into that plank. Exhale, slowly lower all the way down the mat. Release the toes to the top of the mat. So the tops of the feet are down on that mat. We'll go ahead and bring those hands underneath those shoulder blades here. Our cheek can be down. Catch that breath really quick. Whenever we're ready, we'll inhale that chin to the center. And exhale, we'll slowly peel that chest off the mat, leaving the toes down. Our belly button is pulled in towards the spine here. We're using that lower back to send our chest higher. We can have those hands down for support if we'd like to. We can also bring them behind us or in front of us, wherever we like to be. Hold here for one more breath. And then exhale, we'll lower down, bringing opposite cheek to the mat. Relax for a moment, catch that breath. center. We're gonna bend through both of our feet. Grab the outsides of those feet. Sorry, we're bending through our knees, grabbing the outsides of our feet. Then whenever we're ready, we're gonna exhale, kick those feet into the hands. Coming completely into our locust here. So why we have this block in between our knees, it engages our inner thighs in towards each other and also keeps our knees in line. So they're parallel to each other here. Take one more deep breath here. You're nice and strong. And exhale, go ahead, slowly lower all the way back down. We can remove that block. We'll go ahead, inhale, bring that chest to center, fingertips under shoulders. Exhale, press back. Child's pose. We can stretch those fingertips nice and wide. We can massage that third eye into the mat. Letting go of any tension in that face. We'll go ahead, inhale those left fingertips up. Exhale, slide them underneath the right arm. Threading the needle through our child's pose. Finding that nice deep breath here. Feeling that nice stretch in our upper back. Take one more deep breath. And inhale, we'll bring the fingertips back to center. Exhale, lower down upper body. Inhale. The right fingertips in the air this time. Exhale, they slide underneath the left. Same stretch on that opposite side. Still breathing into that belly here. Slowing down that breath. Slowing down that heart rate. And go ahead, inhale, come back into center. Exhale, we'll walk those hands back up towards our knees. We'll go ahead and make our way to one hip. Swing those legs out in front of us. And come up towards the top of our mat. We're gonna go ahead, exhale, slowly lower down. Nice flat back, use that core, chin off that chest. Relax when we get all the way down here. We're gonna inhale, pull that right knee into our chest. We can come up to a little bit of a hip flexor stretch here by stretching, pulling that knee in between the shoulder and the center of the chest, the sternum. From here, we can go ahead and bring this leg across our body. We can stack our hips underneath of us and square those shoulders down to the mat. If we'd like to, we can bring our gaze out long. Stretching out our arms nice and long, that gaze can come over to the right hand. Breathe into that spinal twist here. Relax, release. Go ahead, inhale, come back into center. And exhale, extend that leg nice and long. Inhale, we're gonna plant that left foot down. And then we're gonna cross the right foot over it. So making a little figure four here. We're gonna inhale, pull behind that left knee here, the base leg. And this is our supine pigeon. So we're feeling a nice stretch in the hip flexor. Maybe a bit in the outer thigh. Maybe even something in the hamstring. twist. It's okay if that knee doesn't come all the way down to the ground. Knees can come over to the left side this time. Relaxing here. Focusing on that breath. Take one more deep breath here. We'll inhale, bring that knee back into center. And then exhale, extend it nice and long. Inhale, plant that right foot down. That left leg comes across for that figure four. We'll inhale, pulling behind that right knee here. Supine pigeon on the opposite side. Just finding that breath here. Really slowing everything down. We'll take one more deep breath. And then exhale, we can release, extending our legs out nice and long. We'll prepare for our Savasana, or our final relaxation here. So, as we're ready, we're going to slowly release the tension throughout our body. We're going to start in those toes. So we're laying down on that mat. We're going to go ahead and release those feet to opposite corners of the mat, letting them fall nice and wide. Relaxing through the calves and the shins. Those knees are going to follow, falling nice and wide along our mat. We'll relax through the quad, the thighs. Relax through the hamstrings. Release the glutes. We'll let go of any tension you might be holding in our hips. We'll relax the core. Relax through our back. We'll let our hands fall open towards the sky here. Let the elbows follow along. Release through our biceps and our triceps. We'll let go of any tension we're holding in those shoulders. We'll relax through the throat. Unclench the jaw. We'll release the tongue from the roof of the mouth. We'll let the eyelids fall heavy. Release any tension through the eyebrows, letting them fall to either side of the forehead. And releasing any thoughts here. Only existing in our present moment. And letting go of everything else. We're conscious of the world around us. We won't let it affect us. like to, we can stay in our Savasana a little longer. If we're ready, we can draw our awareness back into our breath. Feeling the belly as it rises with each inhale and falls with every exhale. We can begin to wiggle through the fingers, wiggle through the toes. We can roll out through the wrist, roll through the ankles. We can take little bends through the knees and the elbows. We'll go ahead and make our way to one side, using your bicep as a pillow here. So take a little moment to express gratitude to ourselves for practicing today. Gratitude to our bodies for their strength. And we can go ahead slowly press up into a comfortable seated position. We'll take a final breath together. So we'll inhale, sweep arms nice and wide. Palms come together overhead. We'll exhale, pausing at the forehead for kind thoughts, at the mouth for kind words, and at the hearts for kind intentions. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste. Thank you so much for practicing with me. My name is Raven. This is a strengthening yoga class. If you liked my class, please give me a like. If you want to see more, give me a follow. We will do some more yoga. We'll add on some barre. We'll also do a lot of cardio strength. So you can take what you want. You can leave what you don't. Just glad to be on your fitness journey with you. Thank you very much and have a great rest of your day.